Supine internal rotation is the name I give to an active internal rotation drill where you're trying to improve the ability of your hip or your femur to internally rotate in the hip socket with your own strength. So it's not passive, you are actively or with your own strength trying to get into a position. So you might need a band for this, but we're just going to start bandless, and the only other thing you'll need is a yoga block. So supine, that means we're going to be on our back, right? So knees over the hips, and you're going to squeeze that block in between your legs. Now, wider block, a little bit easier, narrower block, a little bit harder because we're already going with the knees caving in a little bit, slightly internally rotated. Toes are going to be up, and then from there with your hands by your side, all you're going to do is try to separate your heels or take your heels apart or away from each other as hard and as far as you can. Yeah? And that's it. If you start shaking, that is normal. If you start cramping in your TFL, that is also normal. And depending on where that range is will determine how far you'll be able to go out, yeah? If we need to make it harder, we can add a band onto the toes like so, and then exactly the same principle. Knees up, hands by your side, squish the block, take the heels away from one another as much as possible. Now, I'll give you another angle to see what that looks like. And get ready for the least impressive internal rotation you've ever seen. Hence why I love this drill and I'm practicing it. But here we go. So I'm on my back, yoga block, in between the knees, toes are up. From here, taking my heels as far away from one another as possible. Hands by the side, relaxed. And you're just holding this for time. Believe it or not, this is already better than when I started practicing this months and months ago. And that is your supine internal rotation. Enjoy and watch your internal rotation get better.